guys, welcome back to my channel and happy 2021. I have never been more excited for a new year and I am so excited for today's video. Came up with kind of what my plan was for the new year for my videos, and moving forward, apart from the occasional vlog, maybe if I'm traveling, whenever we can do that again, or if I just have something that I want to document. For the most part, moving forward though, I am going to be focusing this channel specifically on journaling videos. That by far seems to be the most popular video on my channel. If you aren't already subscribed and you're interested in journaling / mental health / personal growth type videos that are about journaling, definitely be sure to hit that subscribe button and click that bell so you get notified when I upload a new video. For today's video, I figured what better way to start the new year than to talk about creating a habit of journaling. This is definitely something that when I'm replying to comments on different videos, I've gotten a lot of, you know, how do I make this a consistent thing? How do I continue to journal and write daily? And so I thought today I would talk about it. So the first thing I want to talk about is what's called the habit loop. I learned about this in, I think it's called The Power of Habit. I'll link the book down in the description box, but it's a phenomenal book. It is a little bit sciencey based. That's not your thing. You might not love it, but what I liked about it is it taught me about the habit loop. What a habit loop is basically how habits form and how they're reinforced. So the habit loop is cue, routine, and reward. So it kind of goes in a circular motion, right? So first you start with your cue, and your cue is going to be what kind of triggers your brain to start doing that habit. Now this applies for both habits that you like and habits that you maybe want to change, so good and bad habits. The important thing is that you identify what that cue is. For me, what I've used as my journaling cue is I like to journal first thing when I wake up in the morning. So I've literally started turning off my alarm clock, getting up, turning on my light, and then reaching for my journal. And that's kind of created my journaling cue. So I know that every time my alarm goes off in the morning, flip my lights on and then grab my journal. And I know it's time to start writing. Occasionally I'll go down and make a cup of coffee too, but anyway, so that's kind of my cue. Now your cue can be anything. If you want it to be, maybe you sit down, make a cup of tea, light a candle, and you sit down at the same spot. You know, maybe you have a designated journaling spot or something. You want to create a space or something in your brain that tell your brain, okay, it's time to start journaling. And this could even be an alarm on your phone if you're starting to get into this habit. You can just create an alarm for the same time every day if you find some time in your day to journal. And even that alarm can start to be your cue. And then the next thing is going to be your routine, which is your journaling. And then the reward is that you journaled, and that's something that you're looking to do. So definitely recommend looking more into the habit loop if you aren't familiar with it, because it definitely will give you a little bit more of a foundation to base all of that off of. I don't want to make this whole video about that. With that being said, then I'm going to give basically 5 steps of how to get into that habit of journaling and what to do when you're there. Step 1 is to figure out why you've decided to journal. So why do you want to make journaling a habit? Do you actually have a reason that you want to do it? Is it just because you think it will help you? Are you looking to do it to document your life, you know, your day-to-day stuff so you have something to look back on? Are you wanting to use it for personal growth? Are you wanting to use your journal for manifestation? Kind of figure out what you want your journal to be and why you're looking to start journaling and what you hope to gain from it. And getting clear on that and even writing about it, you know, writing it down in the front of your journal is really helpful, especially as you start to create a new habit. It's important to keep reinforcing it. So this was really helpful to make sure you're doing it for an actual reason and not just because some article says that it's good for you, which it is, but you want to make sure you're doing it for you. Step 2 is to just start with your day-to-day, or start with whatever your reason why is. For me, when I first started journaling, I started by literally just logging my day because I wanted, you know, I mean, I was a kid, so, but I just wanted something to look back on. Like, I've just never really had the greatest memory in the world. Having my journals to look back on has been really important to me. I definitely recommend, if you've never journaled before, to just start with journaling about your daily routine, your favorite parts of your day, things like that, unless you want your journal to be a very specific thing. Like if you want it to be a manifestation journal, maybe you start with, you know, what you're looking to manifest or why you're looking to manifest that, you know, something that just is a very simple, basic level to get started at. You could also start with prompts if that's easier for you too. So again, if you're specifically focusing your journal on manifestation or, you know, personal growth, you can find certain journal prompts that are geared towards what you're looking to journal about. So, you know, if you're looking to increase your confidence, maybe you Google journal prompts for confidence or YouTube videos or whatever. Then I've got all kinds of journal prompt videos on my channel. You can go through my journaling playlist. It's in the description box and check that out. But definitely recommend either starting with your day-to-day stuff or with specific journaling prompts. That way you kind of have something to write about. And then step 4 is to just set a timer for 5 minutes. I think a lot of times people think that journaling has to be this huge huge grand thing where you dedicate, you know, a whole afternoon to it, and it really doesn't need to be. There are some days that I obviously journal more than others, but I would say for the most part, I don't usually journal longer than like 10 minutes or so in the morning. And then sometimes if I journal more throughout the day, it's usually just because I have something that pops in my head that I want to write about. Definitely start small, and then you can always work your way up from there. So start with 5 minutes, and then as you start to reinforce that habit, you can add more time. And then step 5 is just to write until that timer goes off. Keep writing. Don't think about what you're writing, or, you know, overthink it or edit it or anything like that. And just keep writing and focus on doing it at the same time every day. Focus on it being a consistent thing, so you start to actually develop it into a habit, so it becomes part of your regular routine. If you're kind of sporadic with it and you do it, you know, once in the morning, once at night, it's not consistent and it won't stick in your brain. Those are short, sweet, to the point, my steps for how I got into the habit of journaling, how I would recommend starting to anyone that's new to journaling. If you're a beginner to the journaling world, definitely start there. But I hope you found this video helpful. If you did, please be sure to hit that subscribe button. I'm going to now be changing my upload days to Fridays just with my current work schedule. So be sure you hit that subscribe button and hit that bell so you don't miss out. Thank you guys, as always, so much for watching. I hope you are having a beautiful 2021 so far. I hope it's going a little bit better for you than 2020 so far. And I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye, guys.